Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of The Talk Show. I'm your host, Suri Smith, coming to you from the Motorrad showroom at Santon Auto. We have got so much to show you guys, so let's not waste another moment because it's time to get this adventure started. Coming up on the show, we go for a drive in a Mercedes-Benz Vito Tourer and give you some options. We show you what to do when your tire bursts while driving, and we show you some tips on how to avoid a hijacking situation. Finishing off with motoring news. The Mercedes-Benz Vito Tourer is quite a legend locally and can be used for many things, such as work purposes, for example, turning it into a crew car, traveling long distance with the family, or even maneuvering around sports equipment, to name but a few. We were intrigued and ordered one to test. Take a look at this next clip. The Kumbi segment has always been dominated by the Foxy bus. Growing up, you would always see moms driving their kids to school in one, or you would see families going on holiday in one. So you would kind of know that that is the car to have. A lot have tried to compete with it and they have failed. That's until Mercedes-Benz entered the market, and they did really, really well. Today we've got the Mercedes-Benz Vito Tourer, and I'm captured by its beauty. Let me show you guys what it's about.
Suri! I hear you're captured.
You also captured, Rich.
Wow, look at this amazing car.
It is. How can you not be captured? Stunning lines running from back to front, gorgeous alloy wheels, nice LED lights. It's got all those touches of class.
I must tell you, compared to the one we test drove last year, which was the V-Class, this one is very, very impressive, and I like it. So the only thing we can do is to see whether we can be captured by going on a bunny run.
Yes.
Let's go for a drive.
Well, why don't you sit in the back?
Okay.
Jumping in, you got to appreciate the fact that it's Mercedes-Benz through and through. You've got that touches of class everywhere coming through. Yeah. How's it at the back there? Stylish?
Fantastic. You know, ever since the upgraded V-Class, I can tell the DNA and the design has come through even into this practical Vito. And not only is it just a practical car, but it's very luxurious. You know, it's like I'm sitting in a C-Class Mercedes-Benz. Great room, a nice place here to put my cell phone. There's some rear window buttons here at the back, and it's got air cons all around and some reading lights at the top, and it's very great and spacious and great view. And by the way, Suri, nice driving there.
Thank you. Well, let me tell you, the driving capability of this vehicle is really nice. The summer rain has just broken through and we've got nice rainy weather, and even though the roads are wet, this vehicle grips through the road. And also when you put your foot down, you've got a lot of torque, so the vehicle speeds up very quickly, and you can get to your desired speed very, very effortlessly. Apart from that, it's got heated seats in the front. Richard, you know how much I love heated seats.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And luxurious driving assistance that it also offers. It actually has adaptive cruise control. You're going to have to familiarize yourself if you're going to want to use adaptive cruise control, because it's quite hidden underneath the steering wheel. So if you're going to only try and activate that whilst you're on the highway, that's going to be a problem. But how that actually works is, do you know how it works, Richard? You choose a desired speed.
Yeah.
And then once you've set the speed, let's say you've now chosen 120 kilometers per hour.
I see.
You take your foot off the petrol or the diesel in this case, and it will actually regulate your speed. So it will keep you at 120. If there's a vehicle in front of you going a little bit slower, it will actually slow down the vehicle for you, and once it's able to go 120 again, it will then go 120.
I see that technology now cuts across all Mercedes-Benz products, from the S-Class, E, all the way down even to the
Not everyone has
Vitos.
adaptive cruise control. Most people only have cruise control. So that's quite a nice feature to have. Then you mentioned that it's got something like what, windshield assist?
Yeah, the crosswind, the crosswind adapter. What it does is that at high speeds, it makes sure that the car and its passengers are comfortably seated when with some crosswinds
like
coming through the vehicle at a high speed.
Because sometimes you'll feel a truck coming past you, and then that gush wind will actually push the car.
Yeah, but what this one does, the adapter makes sure that the car and the cabin and everybody inside is very comfortable.
So it could be a nice little school bus as well.
So you can fold them all flat. You could load a bicycle on the one side. Right now this is in a 3+3 configuration, but you could have a 2-2 and something loaded which is long wheelbase on this side, or you could have all the chairs flattened and take them all out to load more stuff. So it's very, very practical in terms of getting your baby chairs on and off, and having the chairs been able to be easily removed.
So you're saying the seats can slide forward and backward?
Slide forward and back. That's the greatest thing about this car. It's very practical.
How would you say in terms of headroom and legroom space there at the back?
Look, I really like it in terms of, you look at, I'm quite a tall guy, so there's enough room. The aircon system works perfectly. It's very comfortable. The only thing missing though is the sunroof. I really think they should have invested something.
But what they do have is they've got a sunglasses holder. So if you've got big glasses like me, if you don't feel like wearing them anymore, you can just pop it in there. They're large enough to store any size sunglasses. And also I get a multifunctional steering wheel where I can operate volume levels if I'm going to be connecting my Bluetooth and answering calls through there. And apart from that, this is an automatic transmission, which is just super convenient, especially traveling in traffic.
I must tell you, the Vito has been a practical hotel staff bus type of car. This one is becoming much more luxurious, and I can see it entering into the family space more than just the previous version. Plus it's got some great luxury, and I'm sure it's got some great music system, hey?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy this for your family, or if you're going to buy this for your business, it's under 900,000 Rand.
Wow.
So, I mean, you would have thought that it would have put you back, a bar or something. No, it doesn't. Under 900,000 Rand. Wow. And what you're getting is a lot of versatility and luxury, really.
And I think I must tell you, the suicide doors still make this car very beautiful. That you can, at one touch, and all the doors just slide to the back. That's very, very beautiful.
Most definitely. Now, you would think that me being a girl and not being so large, that I would feel intimidated driving this vehicle. I don't actually, because it's got raised seating position, so I'm overlooking the road. I feel totally in control, and yes, it's a van, but it doesn't feel like a van when you drive it. Richard, you're gonna wish you had driven this vehicle.
Listen, this is a start. I'm being chauffeured in a comfortable Tourer. Thank you. Let's go get that bunny.
Let's go get that bunny.
Yeah.
Rains have fallen in Johannesburg, and we have found the perfect bunny chow.
Yes, the Vito is an amazing car. Very, very practical, very stylish. I really liked it.
I also liked it. You know what? Even though it's a van, Richard, it's got a reverse camera. Makes it easy to maneuver into parkings. I reversed in here easily, even though it's scary.
Park distance control all around.
It's got park. It's got that little red line that shows you exactly where to stop when you're reversing on your camera. Then it's also got navigation, so you won't get lost. Apart from that, it's got storage compartments all around, really good ones, but then you'll stay connected because it's got USB ports all around, front and back. It's got auxiliary cables.
And I must tell you, the tow bar, the electronic tow bar, was actually a nice thing to have.
Yes, there's actually a button in the front that you can press, which would make it a really good utility vehicle to use.
Well, I must say, listen, I've been captured by the car. Let's capture this great bunny. Okay, let's dig in.
Now we'd like to keep you, the consumer, up to date on all your options. So if you are looking to buy, let's see whether any of the other vans on the market catch your fancy. Let's first recap on the star of our show, the Mercedes-Benz Vito 119 CDI Tourer Select Auto, which has a starting price of $869,136. The Vito Tourer houses a 2.1-litre diesel engine that pushes out 140 kilowatts of power and a whopping 440 newton meters of torque. You may be wondering whether all that power will be heavy on the pocket, but with a claimed average fuel consumption figure of 5.8 litres per 100 kilometers, it most definitely won't be. Furthering your peace of mind is the fact that you will get 2 standard airbags with the option of 4 or 6. Or you could opt for a Volkswagen Combi Comfort Line Auto, which has a starting price of $676,200. The Volkswagen Combi sports a 2-litre diesel engine with automatic transmission, pushing out 132 kilowatts of power and 400 newton meters of torque, which won't break the bank either, as it has a claimed average fuel consumption figure of 8.1 litres per 100 kilometers. Safety is also on the forefront, as you will get 2 standard airbags with the option of 6. Lastly, you could take a look at the Toyota Quantum 14-seater bus, which has a starting price of $515,800. The Quantum houses a 2.5-litre diesel engine with manual transmission, pushing out 75 kilowatts of power and 216 newton meters of torque. You will pay less than you would pay for the Vito Tourer or the Volkswagen Combi, but your fuel consumption will be slightly higher, as the Quantum has a claimed average fuel consumption figure of 9.9 litres per 100 kilometers. Safety is further guaranteed with 2 standard airbags. Now, I'm sure that most of you have seen bits of tyres lying about on the tar road whilst travelling. Now, that is due to a vehicle's tyre bursting whilst they were driving. That can turn really ugly if you do not know how to react in a situation like that. Up next, we're going to show you how to best react if your tyre bursts whilst driving. Do not slam on the brake pedal and do not overcorrect your steering. You might need to pull the steering slightly in the opposite direction to keep it going straight. Disengage cruise control immediately. Slowly and gradually take your foot off the accelerator. Try to keep the vehicle going straight while coming to a gradual stop. Remember to activate your hazard lights when stopped. It's now time to take a short break, but do stay tuned for more motoring action when we return.